Welcome back to the Murray Trophy, Glasgow. It's been a jam-packed day of action on centre court. All of the singles semi-finals have been set, 4 matches played, and now it's time for doubles. And it features the man this event was named after, Jamie Murray, partnering John Patrick Smith of Australia. They are the top seeds here, and they're taking on the alternate pairing of Altug Celik-Bilek and Cem İlkel. I'm joined by Scott Clayton, doubles player, to take you through this one, which is rather convenient to have that insight. What are you expecting from this one, Scott?
You can't really look past Jamie and JP, I don't think. Obviously, vast experience on the doubles court, both of them, and firm favourites to win this match. But the Turkish guys we saw in the first round, they played a great match. They're obviously both more singles-minded and maybe playing a little bit looser than the other guys, obviously because maybe a bit more relaxed, but hopefully we're in for a good match. But yeah, you can't see past Jamie and JP, I don't think.
Well, just to take you through those opening results for these teams, İlkel and Celik-Bilek, as we said, in as alternates, came through in 2 tie-breaks, 7-6, 7-6 over Harry Heliavara and Emil Rujavori, who we just saw win his way through to the singles semi-finals. So a man in form, and those two looked pretty relaxed all the way through that one. And Murray and Smith 2 nights ago, the first night session, coming through 6-4, 6-2 over David Wright and Marshall Tutu, the pair that won the wildcard playoff a few weeks ago to earn their place in the draw here. Had a great time, but Jamie and JP barely surrendering a point on serve. They looked incredibly sharp to start things off. And you can see that the winners of this one will take on the duo of Marek Gengel and Ramkumar Ramanathan. I should have known that one because we commentated on him earlier. And that will be a strong duo to take on whoever comes through for the semi-finals. We had a walkover in the doubles match that should have preceded this one. Ruben Benelmans and Daniel Masseur going straight through to the semis after Nicola Kuhn was forced to pull out with injury. So disappointment there, but this one should be a good one. The alternate pairing likely to be relaxed and could give the top seeds a run for their money. But obviously all the experience is on this side of the net. Here we have a former doubles world #1. Jamie Murray reached those heights in 2016, the same year his brother Andy reached the pinnacle of the singles rankings. He is 32 years old and left-handed, still right up there on the doubles ranks, and comes off a strong showing at the US Open where He reached the semi-finals in the men's doubles, partnering fellow Brit Neil Skupski, and won the mixed doubles title with Bethany Mattock-Sands. That makes it 7 mixed doubles slams for Murray, who's also won a couple of slams in men's doubles. So this is his discipline. This is where he dominates, where he rules. And 2 lefties on the same side of the net. That can be difficult to come up against.
Yeah, tricky, but on the other hand as well, maybe it might give the Turkish pairing a little bit more of a rhythm. It's sometimes quite tough to play that righty-lefty combo, especially on return, because you get into the swing of one thing and then you have a different look on another. JP here, obviously, also a very experienced player, good singles player as well. You know, and he's going to be thriving on this opportunity to play with Jamie. I think that Jamie's actually, this is his second challenger of the year. He played one in Phoenix with new partner Neil Skupski when they came through that one. So he'll obviously be looking to do the same thing here in Glasgow, and I'm sure the home crowd will want to see that as well.
Yeah, JP has won an ATP title, partnering Nick Monroe to that trophy last year. Also reached 2 more finals on the ATP doubles circuit. He's won challenges and was top-ranked player at college in singles and doubles, so it's been going on a while for Smith. The Murray fans getting a bit loud already. They'll like that energy.
Yeah, it'll be brilliant to be out there, you know, a bit of a night match, and Friday night here in Glasgow, people making a bit of noise, and it's a great atmosphere that they've created here at this tournament.
Absolutely. And Çelik Bilek and İlkel, having been as relaxed as they were in their opening match, I mean, they'll be expecting the high energy here, won't they? They'll take that in their stride, potentially. Definitely,
and something that they should thrive on as well, you know. It's a great opportunity to play the likes of Jamie. It's not something that happens every week for these guys, so, you know, they should really relish this opportunity and go out there and ultimately have fun, as well as obviously trying to get the job done as well.
They've actually been out here a while. They came out to hit on centre court at 6 o'clock just to get going. Is that normal to have a hit so soon before the match?
Yeah, it's personal preference. Some guys like to hit 20 minutes before and then almost just go straight on and straight through it. Other guys like to hit with a bit of a 30-minute rest in between. So that's just personal preference.
Interesting.
Yeah, maybe a move just to get their teeth into it a little bit, settle down. You see Alan McDonald there in the back, who you've been doing some commentary with, coaching Jamie.
Yeah, he should be up here.
Sets Jamie Murray to serve.
In place of me, not you. Here we go then.
Ready? Play.
Well, immediately at the beginning of this, a repetition of what they were doing all night long in their first doubles match, even.
Yeah, good balance there from JP, obviously poaching, but still taking that ball, which is on Jamie's side, his ball to take, so did a good job there. Jamie's used to pressure situations, so I don't think playing in front of a home crowd there will bother him too much.
40 love. Game, Murray Smith.
Great hands from Jamie first of all, and then relentlessly solid from the top seeds at the net.
First game.
Yeah, Jamie showing just there what he's made a career out of. His first volleys, best in the world, and big thing that Louis Caillet and Alan McDonald really have is, you know, that first serve percentage needs to be high. He's made 4 first serves there, so it's a great start from Jamie.
Altuk Chalibek to serve. Love.
It's well dealt with there from Celik Bilek. Something I think we'll see a lot of in this match is both JP and Jamie trying to be up at the net, make it a doubles contest.
15 all.
We've got some inside info that the plan is not to let the Turks play like singles players. They were really getting back and ripping those balls in the last match, enjoying having a target up at the net and finding the spaces. Well, they turned that one around nicely.
Well played, yeah, and you know, great to see them having fun.
30-15.
Hopefully making the most of the moment, but trying to get a job done as well. But you could see very early on Jamie looking to come forward.
30 all. Out. 40-30. Deciding point receives choice.
Good return off the second serve, and in case you didn't catch that, no ads in doubles. It's a sudden death deuce point, and the receivers choose who will take the return.
That's why Jamie and JP are so dangerous. JP, great returns on him, and Jamie up at the net as receiver's partner. Applying the pressure. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw something here. If you watch Jamie here, he'll probably take a big step forward after JP's return.
Game, Chalibek.
Just missed. And that's the first bit of danger averted for the alternate pairing. Still, they laughed their way through the entire match last night, having a great time.
Jump actress Smith to serve. Love.
Are we going to see them trying to crack down on second serves?
I mean, that's probably the way to go about this match, is just swing freely when you do get the opportunities on second serve, but it's difficult when you've got Jamie Murray and JP Smith in that. But you see obviously the success that Ikel made in that point, great return. Really taking advantage of seeing a second serve.
Well, they'll be prepared for Murray and Smith coming forward. It's all about how strong they are at the net and what they let Celik Bilek and Ilkal do, I guess.
Well done again from Ikel.
Oh, great interception.
Jamie again showing how strong his middle is, taking that point away. And the uncertainty of whose ball that is, Jamie dealing with it well and finding the space on the angle for the volley.
Game.
A big first serve to close out the lead.
Murray Smith lead.
And doing pre-seasons, and you know it's been great. And, he's a good friend now, and obviously JP, I've played him a couple of times, and they're both great players.
And really smart on the return.
11-15.
I think Jamie's come in pretty much every time off the return. 4 from 4.
Oh, barely tempting him in with the short return.
11-13.
Just enough pace to draw the error.
Good body serve into that forehand.
Let's listen.
This thing with JP on his forehand return, if you can go quite big into it, he's got quite a big swing on it, so it can sometimes be difficult for him to control.
And that lob return again doing damage.
13-14.
Pressure that these guys put on, obviously, when they're both forward. Cal asking himself really what does he need to do there, you know, it's difficult.
Game. Murray Smith.
Well, that should have been a put away.
Yeah, he's obviously just
Murray Smith leads 3-1.
lack of focus on that. Didn't respect it enough. Easy to do on those easier shots, whether they're ground strokes or volleys, but you need to really watch the ball at all times and make sure you put those away, because that's obviously now giving them a break and it's going to be difficult to break back.
Oh, I mean, If ever a shot looked wide.
Love 15.
Tricky, again, calling that line through the net. It's not an easy one.
Not
and that
ideal.
ATP Challenger Tour sign right by that doubles line as well. So
That's a spot to aim for then.
Fifteen all.
difficult to return that lefty serve being a right-hander when they find your forehand body. It's tough to go back cross-court with it. Opting for high formation again on the second serve.
30-15.
Keeping them guessing. That was emphatic.
Just wondering whether something in the scouting to go I formation on Celik Bilek.
Game.
2 in a row.
JP doing his job again, taking that middle ball.
Murray Smith lead 4 games to 1 for set.
Well, in the last match, virtually every service point was won with a big serve and one follow-up volley, and that was all that was necessary. These two continuing the theme. Very much primed for the occasion here.
Yeah, both prefer the quicker court, so this is going to suit them here at Scotstoun, the indoor hard.
So when you faced JP Smith, what did you find most difficult in his game?
JP, he's obviously quite an unorthodox player, but he does everything well, JP. His serve is effective, he varies it well. Difficult to return that lefty swinger. Returns, when they're on, they're solid. And coming forward, I'd actually say he's probably, at the times I've played him, he's played with Matt Reed on one occasion, and Australian doubles player as well, and they both like to play from the back. They can obviously come forward well as well, but on that particular day we were pretty good at the net, and that's what helped us in that match. But he's difficult because he does everything well, and he applies good pressure. You see him here as receiver's partner. If Jamie makes his return, he's going to put pressure on there, see. But again, always creating pressure, and that's what Jamie does so well as well.
15
These guys are looking for any opportunity to throw their opponent off, really get in their face and show their presence.
It's 15.
Over exuberance again on the put away.
It's a clever move from Jamie though, just try and catch his eye. Again, probably looking to return and come in maybe here, Jamie.
30-15.
Went for it, but good poach, and that's the kind of thing where they're going to have to try and do that, the Turkish guys, to try and counteract JP and Jamie's game plan. And that's the pattern where they're so dangerous. JP return, great return, and Jamie right up there at the net.
30. 40-13.
Find the sideline.
Deuce.
Again, Jamie's pressure there, closing the net
Receiver's choice.
and moving.
Well, this is a crucial point for the Turkish team. The set's as good as over if they lose this one. Finds the corner with the return.
Mary Smith leads 5-1.
Smart return after Kel poaching on the previous point on Jamie's return. Jamie just taking it upon himself to hit that line one, asked the question, and he got the reward. Back the Brits with the wristband.
This format hurts the Turkish pair, right? Because these two are playing fast and it just takes even more time away from them.
It's tricky, I mean, doubles. Obviously you're looking at this right now and it's pretty one-sided, but you know, all it takes is an early break in the second set for the Turkish guys and all of a sudden they're in a bit more control, and with a championship tiebreak in the third, it's
15-13.
Enjoyed that one. Well, that's the kind of thing they were doing repeatedly previously, just finding those spaces. Oh, again.
Great couple of points, but if that's what it's going to take, then it's going to be tricky. The Marinators liking that one.
One saved.
30-14.
With the sudden death deuce, there are two more to go. It's worth going for.
New balls, please.
We get one of the breaks back.
New balls. Murray Smith lead 5-2. First set.
Jamie probably right to take that in, definitely, but in many ways, in hindsight, looking at it on the monitor there, it would have been a comfortable smash for JP rather than a tough backhand smash for Jamie, which is one of the toughest shots in tennis, but he was still right to take it, in my opinion. He was his ball, and Ikel's come up with an incredible bounce smash.
Communication with your partner, obviously key in doubles, and you wouldn't know that this was Murray and Smith's first tournament as a pair, would you?
Definitely not. I think doubles is obviously very strategic, and you know, a lot of the doubles guys know how double should be played and how it is played most effectively. I think that they're both going to be on the same wavelength in terms of what they're trying to do, and you know, that complements each other well. And I know that Jamie, one of his big things playing Neil Skopsky was the fact that he was British and they were going to be using the same system. Good awareness from Ikel there with the lob, and I think that's definitely one of the ways to try and neutralise Jamie and JP coming forward, they're obviously closing the net a lot, so that lob might be on.
15 all. Oh! 30-15.
Caught him out.
Right move from Mikel.
30.
Switch there, nearly got the ball that he wanted. But good return again from Jamie, finding that line one.
Game. Open.
That's a good hold.
Murray Smith leads 5 games to 3.
And even if Jamie Murray serves out here, 6-3 looks a lot better than 6-1 would have done.
Well, it just gives them that bit of confidence as well going into the second set, knowing that they've broken their serve once, so it is doable. Jamie obviously looking for first serves here. First serve percentage wants to be high. Again, opting with that I formation to Celik Bilek, which they've done this whole match.
11-15.
Once again.
Great return. You know, it's difficult with the positional play that JP and Jamie will be playing. There's not many places on the court which can beat them for an outright winner, and that's obviously one of them. It's a great return.
Let's first serve.
These guys opting to stay back on second serve return, showing that they're more comfortable at the baseline.
15 all.
Good point all round, fantastic first volley. Finding Mikel's backhand,
13-15.
which is usually the target for a first volley, if you can find their backhand. And he did well to pick that one up as well for good return.
Well, they've steadied the ship.
14-15.
point to finish it. Great control from Smith after chasing down the lob, and then well finished. And it is the 6-3 advantage for the top seeds. And the scoreline doesn't necessarily reflect it, but already been tested a bit more than in their first match.
26 minutes, 6-3, yeah, they'll be pretty happy with that. And, you know, again, should probably go on and win this match, but it's sometimes nice to have a few moments where, you know, you get tested a little bit more, so when they do get very tested later on in the tournament, they're ready for that. It's a great hold and amazing retrieval from JP there.
So quick back to the baseline. It's so difficult, isn't it, when you've completely changed direction to just get that ground stroke in.
Again though, JP showing why he is a dangerous doubles player, because, you know, he's comfortable there at the back of the court as well as being up at the net.
We saw the Turkish team really taking a rip at those second serve returns. That's something they're going to continue as this goes on.
I think they have to, and, you know, I think we saw Ikel, he missed one there at love 15 in that last game. One that he probably would have wanted to make, but that's what playing people like Jamie Murray can do to you. You know, you might feel that you need to press too much because his first volley is very good.
Second set, Celik Bilek to serve.
Rather than just focusing on making that return and try and set your partner up. Again, utilising that lob fantastically. Oh, what a
so
point.
Good.
They like that one.
I know. I'm not sure if it was deliberate, but Jamie went straight at the body partway through that. I didn't know if he'd hit him or his racket. Through his legs. Well, the Turkish team would have had a bit of hope after that first set. Important for the top seeds to crack down early here. And they've got a second serve to look at.
Difficult.
Couldn't have done much more there. Good control.
Another good point from the Turkish guys.
40-13.
That's why Jamie's so difficult in return. You don't know what's coming. Chip to the feet, lob. It's very difficult as a net player to do stuff.
Game. Celik Bilek.
Well, that's an important game to win.
First game, second set.
Really had to work for it as well. Long rallies, and their opponents keeping them guessing as to what was going where.
Just seeing that JP won 7 out of 8 first serve return points, just showing how effective he is as a returner. And like I said, with Jamie being up at the net, makes for a very difficult combo. Jamie won 100% points won on his first serve when he got it in the first set.
15.
Not anymore.
Timing.
But again, 64% possession. First serves in, first set, 100% points won. And 60% second serve points won. It's pretty good stats.
Not bad at all. That's good, chopping that one a bit shorter. Bounce was low.
15.
There's the first serve.
Close one. 112 mile an hour, that serve.
Game, Murray Smith.
There we go. Both teams on the board in this second set.
1 game.
Just shows how effective, again, that JP and Jamie have been on return. Ikel obviously to serve now. In the first set, 83%. First serves in, only winning 40% of those points. Great reactions from JP.
And every time Jamie Murray has produced the lob return, they've won the point.
You can see the energy here. Gonna be looking for this game.
Oh. And that was going to be so difficult if it went over.
Good hit, yeah, low to the net. They'd made the move.
Let's first serve. Oh. 13-15.
Wonder how many times Jamie Murray's played on this tennis court in his life. Probably quite a few.
You'd think so. Never at the Murray Trophy Glasgow though, and he's handling it rather nicely.
30. 14-13.
Seeing here, last two serves, Ikel served to JP, he's gone into the backhand body, and they've switched. Probably not a wise move, because naturally that's when you go into the backhand body, the backhand, and naturally that's the way the body's going to hit that line shot.
Well, Smith saw the space and Murray finished it.
Yeah, good eyes from JP.
Deuce, deciding point, receiver's choice.
Celik Bilek maybe going slightly too early, but still had to come up with it, JP, and again with his returning stats from the first set, they've opted for him to take this one. If you watch Jamie here, he's going to close the net after JP hits the return. Very good from Celik Bilek there. Good reactions, good composure, and a great volley.
Ilkel lead 2 games to 1, second set.
Pretty essential game as well. Big moment there. They were broken early in the first set and never quite recovered. And still looking incredibly relaxed, these two.
Again, Alan McDonald there on your screen, grey top, doing his stats. Coach of Jamie Murray, been on the commentary with you this week quite a lot.
He has full of knowledge that I can't quite relate to on the technical front.
Very knowledgeable guy, and you know, the stuff that he's done with Jamie along with Louis Kai as well is, I know, helped Jamie massively to get to where he is and the level he's at, how he's playing. They'll obviously be pushing Jamie and Neil to try and get into that 0-2 end of year. And after a good US Open, they're going to help put themselves in a good place.
Strong chances.
Love.
Patient stuff, good communication, and well finished.
13 love. Let's hustle.
Straight to the body.
Game, Murray Smith.
Good game from the guys.
2 games on.
That's the play there. Again, great lob from Jamie, both getting to the net, making this a doubles contest rather than trying to win it from the back. And that's the mentality a lot of the doubles guys have when they play singles. Let's make this a doubles match, let's beat them at doubles.
Out, 15 all.
Lucky good hit, JP trying to follow suit there as well by returning and coming in, putting big pressure on the Celik Bilek. Third ball.
That was a brilliant get to stay in that rally, but well finished by the Turkish team.
13-15.
Opted for the I formation there as well, which we haven't really seen from them. Just give Jamie a little bit of a different look on return because he's been finding that lob. Well played.
Speaking of that lob. Below 50% in terms of first serve points won. These guys, Murray and Smith, putting so much pressure on.
Again, coming to the net, rushing them. JP is going to be fired up for this point. 2 break point opportunities.
We'll probably take them both if it comes to it. So quickly in, rushing them once again, and this time getting the results.
Playing very good doubles right now. You know, they're making it look pretty simple, but that's not an easy thing to do, to return a first serve and come in like that. There's not many players that can do that. Just showing their class right now. Freddie Nielsen, probably one of them, returns very close up to the baseline and gets good contact on it, but you know, there's not many guys that can do that. These guys are really executing that very well right now.
And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if it becomes predictable as long as they do it well enough. You're in the offensive position at the net.
Of course, even if Celik Bilek and Ikel were serve volleying, which they obviously aren't, but you know, it puts massive pressure on that first volley when you see guys rush to the net because you're unsure what to do with it, whether you go up and over them or try and dink to their feet as well. And then especially when they're of Jamie and JP's calibre, then it makes you question it even more.
Well, the court must feel pretty small right now for the Turkish team. And here's Jamie Murray looking to consolidate the break of serve in the second set.
JP Smith up at 12 out of 15 first return points won.
That's huge.
80%. It's not something you see on a regular basis.
15 left.
Playing very good doubles right now, these guys, you know, definitely top 10 double stuff we're seeing right here. Well done to the Turkish guys there, hitting some great ground strokes. There's some great volleys from Jamie and JP.
13-15.
Didn't seem like that wall would ever crack.
JP played a lot of big matches in his career as well, but just looks to be thriving out there. Playing in Glasgow with Jamie at his tournament.
Which can be a lot of pressure in and of itself.
Game, Murray Smith.
Great finish.
Murray Smith lead 4 games to 2.
Great energy between the two right now. Good intensity, good focus.
That's a good interception.
30 love.
Sound game from Chelik Bilek and Nikel.
Game, Chelik Bilek, new balls please.
Well, that's encouraging for the Turkish team. Chelik Bilek so solid at the net there.
Murray Smith leads 4 games to 3, second set.
If you make one volley, does that carry through into the rest of your game? Are you more likely to go for it again?
Yeah, I think that. I mean, these guys here, you know, they've obviously stayed back the whole match. 6-3, 4-3 with a breakdown. Maybe it's time to think about trying something different, but they're pretty set in their ways. They're dangerous. I think right now, Jamie and JP are just playing a level which is too good, and they'll obviously look to sustain that for the next few games. And if they do that, then they'll be in the semi-finals. But if you're the Turkish guys, you're probably just looking to try and throw Jamie and JP off somehow, change your stance on return, or try a couple lob returns. It's tricky for sure. New balls as well now. What a point. Again, an amazing point and great volley from Mikel there, finding an angle, which didn't seem on at all.
Love 15.
Half volleys kept coming back.
Again, using that lob return, clever, giving them something else to look at. Great shot, obviously, but just got to use that energy now, and you can see Mikel, he's bouncing around. They want this break. Broke obviously JP in the first set. If you watch Jamie here, he'll probably look to close the net. Big step forward after the serve. And yeah,
straight to the feet.
Great fake from Jamie, getting that volley, helping JP out a little bit there. That's what doubles is all about, you know, helping your partner and trying to set them up on returns.
Same. Deflecting down the line, but this time off the return.
Mikel really committing to that return there and getting a bit lucky, but deserved.
Again, so good from JP, getting back and turning into that forehand.
Yeah, staying composed there in a big point, using his ground stroke abilities. Again, clever lob from Chelik Bilek. You know, they needed to change something and credit where credit's due. They've done that. Didn't quite get a hold of it that time. Still a break point, but obviously also a game point for Jamie and JP.
A huge point here in the grand scheme of the match.
Mikel looking to take it, I think.
And that's the big first serve he was looking for.
Good serve into the body, realising that it was a big point. Increasing that margin for error.
Murray Smith lead 5 games to 3.
I think that's where these guys, you know, mentally they know when they're both up at the net, they're going to be dangerous, so they can afford to take a little bit off the serve. You see there, that was 94 mile an hour into the body. But just backing their abilities when they're both up in the net, and rightly so.
15 love. Love.
Virtually took that from the baseline.
40 love.
Oh, well reached.
14-15.
Jamie's job there to stay what they called, and did that well, covering his territory.
Game, Celik Bilek, okay.
That was a really confident hold from Celik Bilek.
Murray Smith lead 5 games to 4, second set.
And even if they're just extending this match, it's well done, and it just throws the pressure back over to Murray and Smith. See if they can serve it out. Any reason to think they won't?
I don't think so. You look at how solid they've been on serve, and especially on Jamie's serve, winning a lot of points, especially when he's made that first serve. So you'd think not, but stranger things have happened. They obviously got into JP's serve a little bit there in that last service game, utilising that lob return well. Maybe something to think about here.
And in contrast to what I said earlier in the first set, this is where the format does help them, because things can change so quickly, and at this point they're all within touching distance, really.
They can, yeah. Interesting to see if they go I formation on Celik Bilek again. They seem to be doing that all match. Might have been a bit of a plan coming in. And yep, they're going to go for it again.
Love.
Lucky, nice idea, but good play again from Mikel.
15 all.
I think he's been pretty good today, actually, Chemical.
Oh, they find the space.
And 13.
And the times they have found the space, the shot's been landed so close to that baseline.
Yeah, great return. Great third ball again, not being phased by Murray and Smith being up at the net.
Should have finished that one.
15-14.
Creating the chance again. Again, we've seen the lob from the Turkish pairing. Seems to be working quite well right now.
And with their tendency to stay at the baseline, much better chances on those smashes to get the ball back in play. Did you hear an out call?
Yeah, the baseline guy called it.
Okay, this is controversial. The chair umpire says it's good.
Thought definitely long from where I'm sat, but
It did look lengthy.
chair umpires obviously overruled it.
Oof. And she has the height next to the court, but tell you what, some of these calls have been...
JP got away with that.
13.
Got away with that one a little bit as well with the volley, because he probably should have put that volley away, cut it off with the angle. Another break point here for the Turkish pair though. Jamie showing his class there, composure under pressure, calmness with the volley. Always important when they're coming after you with those big shots to try and remain calm and just keep focusing on what you're doing in your spots.
And this is a match point, deciding point deuce. Huge moment on centre court. That'll do. The top seeds move through. And it wasn't quite smooth sailing in the end there. A dramatic final game. But Jamie Murray and JP Smith are the champions to end the day on centre court. 6-3, 6-4 over the Turkish alternates, who've, I think, thoroughly enjoyed their doubles campaign here in Glasgow. Came up last minute and they seized it. Did you have a moment of doubt at the end there, Scott, or not?
Well, with that smash, when the call came, I did, yeah.
Oh, boy.
But, no, a good, solid performance from Jamie and JP. I think they'll be happy with that. Obviously, JP's returning a big part of that match, and we really did see there what their game plan was. We knew before the match, coming into the match, that they would have tried to make it as much of a doubles match as they could have, and they definitely did that. I think now that they'll obviously be very happy. We're going to hear from Jamie and JP a little bit here now, I think, and see what they've got to say about it.
A standing ovation for the Turkish team who played their part.
Well, that was such an enjoyable match. This, of course, JP, is a brand new partnership, but it seems to be gelling not too badly after just 2 matches.
Yeah, you know, this is my only week to play with Jamie, so I got to make the most of it, you know? Got to make sure, you know, I give everything I got. So, yeah.
So actually, my next question is about this fantastic support in Glasgow. What does it mean to you to have the opportunity to be back home playing in Scotland?
It's awesome, yeah. I mean, it's a great, great feeling. I mean, we obviously never get that opportunity other than, you know, 2 or 3 times in our career playing, you know, one-off matches at Davis Cup. So, chance to come here, play a tournament, a regular tournament, and try and win a title, a professional title in Scotland is really cool, yeah.
And something else that I think is quite cool, you're both lefties. Does that make a difference for you, and does it make it more difficult for your opponents?
Yeah, this is actually my second time playing with a fellow lefty, and it's actually good fun. I think it's a pretty unique situation here, having 2 lefties, obviously being the rarity of it all. But yeah, I've really enjoyed it so far. Really enjoyed it.
Great stuff. So I hear you went to an Ariana Grande concert as well. Was that on your day off?
No, that was on Tuesday night. You know, just supporting all my fellow entertainers, and you know, so anything I can do in Glasgow. You know.
Did she give you a wave? Did she? Hey, JP.
I waved. She didn't see it, but you know, I'm sure if she goes back, she'll find it. Yeah, in the film.
She'll be checking the tape. So, Jamie, you've got your name on the front of this trophy. What would it mean to you to get your name on the back of the trophy as well?
Yeah, I want to present the trophy to myself on Sunday. That's the goal, right? That's why we're here.
Well, that would certainly be unique. I'm not sure that that's ever been done, but I'm sure that the crowd would certainly love to see that. So, well done, guys. Fantastic tennis. Thank you so much. You're going to do some more.
So that brings us to the end of the day here on Centre Court. The doubles semi-final lineup is set, features the top 2 seeds. So Jamie and JP move through to face Marek Gengel and Ramkumar Ramanathan, who moved through in a match tie-break to make the semi-finals. And on the other half of the draw, Nathaniel Lamons and Antonio Sancic, the number 2 seeds, to face Ruben Bemelmans and Daniel Mazur, who received a walkover earlier today. Good match to finish today, Scott.
Definitely, and you can see the crowd in good spirits as well, and a bit of banter with the interview, which is always good. JP and Jamie, both great guys on the tour. Just interesting last couple of stats there. Jamie making 65% first serves, winning 85% of them, which is obviously very high, and showing how well he's serving when he's making that first serve. And JP making 83% first serves, winning 58% of them. So I think that these guys are obviously the ones to beat. We're going to see the stats here. 72% first serves in for JP and Jamie. 71%, it's a very high percentage. You see that massive difference there between the 71 and the 52. And that's partly down to great serving, but also partly down to how well Jamie and in particular JP returned today. I mean, you know, those first serve return points stats are crazy good. So if they can keep that going into the semis and maybe into the final, if they were to get through the semis, then they're obviously strong favourites for this event.
Crucially, they're on the big points as well, many of them with this doubles format, and Marianne Smith moving through in style. So that does bring us to the end of the day. You've been watching the Murray Trophy Glasgow being staged by the LTA in partnership with Glasgow Life and Glasgow City Council with the support of Tennis Scotland. We'll be back tomorrow for the semi-finals in both singles and doubles, and confirmation there of the teams that will be facing off. Look forward to seeing you then. Scott, you'll be back, I believe.
I'll be back tomorrow morning, so we'll see you then.
Yeah, good. Wouldn't want to miss it. See you next time.